Now we'll start solving questions for final course for grade 6. So we'll start with question number 1. In the figure below, lines L, this is line L, and N intersect at point P. This is point P for intersection. Now, first question, name 3 points that are collinear. Collinear, that means any 3 points in the same line. Okay, so here we can see the 3 points are A, B, and C. 3 points on the same line, that means these are the 3 points. So the points are A, B, C. Okay, now question number B. Use 3 other possible ways to name line L. This is the line L. So they need 3 other possible ways to name the line L. So line L can be like AC. Okay, this is the first line, AC, AB, okay, BC, okay, now and the opposite now, CA, change the letters now, BA, we have CB, okay, all this I can name the line L with these points, okay. Now, number C, use as many ways as possible to name line N. Line N, this is a line N, I have only 2 points, so I can name line M with BD or DB. Okay? Now, question number 2. Refer to the figure below to answer the questions. This is a line, and in this line we have 4 endpoints, A, B, C, D. Here is saying name 2 opposite rays. 2 opposite rays, it means they have the same endpoint but in opposite directions. There's a point, and the 2 rays, the opposite rays has to be in sharing endpoint but in different direction. For example, here I can see BA is a ray, okay, and the opposite ray for BA is BC, okay. They are having the same endpoint, but the rays are in opposite directions. I have also this one, CB, okay, CB and CD, okay. This also opposite rays, so they need to name 2 opposite rays, okay. Now, here, question number B, determine whether BC, okay, this is the ray, and CB, okay, are opposite rays. Of course, these 2 rays are not opposite. So, these rays are not opposite rays. Why? Because they are not sharing the same endpoint. And for example, BC, this is the BC, and CB, okay, they don't have endpoint, shared endpoint, and the rays has to be in opposite direction. Okay, but here, this is a wrong answer. Okay. Number C, what ray is opposite to BC? Okay, this is the BC, okay? B, starting point or end point starts from B, going to C. So the opposite ray will start in B, but in opposite direction, so it will be BA. So the answer here is BA. Okay? Okay, question number 3. Lines L M, and N intersect pairwise at point A, B, C, as shown in the figure below. How many line segments? Line segments, okay, it contains about 2 endpoints, okay, and there is no arrow sign in each of these points. Now, how many line segments are formed by these intersecting lines? Okay, the first line segment is AB. Okay, start from here and end from this. This is a line segment. AC, AC, 2 endpoints, and BC, BC also, BC. Okay, we can name it in another way, that changing the letters. CB is a line segment, CA is a line segment, PA is a line segment. Each of them are true. Okay, now number B, use as many ways as possible to name the two line segments intersecting at the point A. So here I have to name the line segment. This is a line segment and this is a line segment. So I can say AC, AB, okay? Or I can say CA or BA, same. These lines are intersecting in point A, okay? Now question number 4. Name 4 of the angles that are formed in the figure below. Okay, I have this figure, so I can name the angles. Okay, angle contains 3 endpoints, must have 3 endpoints, and the endpoint in the middle will be the angle. Okay, for example, let's say this is angle. Okay, so how I can name it? I name it by C, A, B. So I can say like this. This is the angle. C, first endpoint, A, okay, and B. Okay, and the angle here in the middle. Okay, this is how we name the angle. Okay, another angle, for example, this angle. How can I name it? It can be C, B, A, C, B, A, or A, B, C. So the angle here is B. The first angle which we got, CAB, it can be also BAC. Okay? Angle in the middle, and we have other 2 points. Another angle here, for example, this one can be angle ACB or angle BCA. There's another angle. So now we have 3 angles. Okay? This is angle, also an angle, but this angle it's named with 1, so I can say angle 1. This angle also I can say it angle 2. And here it's another angle. I can say angle 3 points, MAB. So this angle can be angle MAB or angle BAM. Okay? So now I named more than 4 angles. Okay. Okay, question number 5. 4 rays are drawn with a common endpoint O. Okay, this is the common endpoint as shown in the figure below. Okay, name an angle that appears to be acute. Okay, and we said acute, that means the angle is less than 90 degrees. Right, that means angle is equal to 90 degrees. Obtuse, that means the angle is bigger than 90 degrees. So let's see here. Now name the angle that appears to be acute. Okay, you can see this angle is acute. This angle is acute. This angle also is acute. So I have 1, 2, 3 angles. Okay, so this angle will be AOB. This is an angle, or BOA. They are the same. Okay, Second angle here, it's angle COP, COP or POC. Third angle, it's DOC, DOC or angle COD. They are same. Okay? Now, the angle to be right, if you can see, this angle is right, 90 degree. So it will be this angle, it will be angle AOC or angle COA. They are same. Okay, is there any other angles? If you can't see, this angle also can be 90, which is DOB. So I have angle DOB or POD. It's a right angle also. Okay, number C. Name an angle to be obtuse. Obtuse, that means is bigger than 90. So which angle? I can see this angle, which is AOD. This is more than 90. So the angle will be AOD or GOA. They are same angle. Okay. I have other angles here. If you can see, no, I'm not seeing any other angles. Okay. Now, question number 6. Line L and N, okay, and ray R, okay, intersect at O. Okay, this is the end point, and all these lines and array are intersecting O. As shown in the figure below, use the point on the figure to answer the following questions. First question, name two pairs of adjacent angles. Adjacent angles, what does it mean? They are having the same endpoint and share one side. For example, like this angle and this angle, they are having the same endpoint, okay, and share the same side, one side. So that means these two angles are adjacent. So let's have two pairs. So I have, for example, I have this angle and this angle. They are adjacent. Okay, this angle and this angle, they are adjacent also. Or this angle and this angle. So they all are adjacent. So we can say I have AOE. So angle AOE and angle EOD. And angle EOD, they are adjacent angle. Okay, another one, I have COB, angle COP and angle POA and angle POA. They are adjacent angle also. Okay. Now, number B, name two pairs of vertically opposite angles. So opposite angles. Opposite angles, that means they have endpoint and they have the share, their rays extend the other rays. For example, this one, let's say I have this angle, okay, and so this side is extend with another ray on the opposite side, and this ray also extended the other side. So this angle and this angle are opposite, vertically opposite. So let's here. Here I can see BOA. See, BOC, it's an angle. So where is the opposite angle for this angle? You can see this is the line. I extend the line on the other side, the opposite side, and this line in the opposite side also. So I can see that this angle is opposite to this angle. So one angle, it will be POC. This is the one angle, and the opposite of this angle is EOD and angle EOD. Okay, these are two opposite angles. Okay, is there any other opposite angles? Okay, let's take this angle DOC. Okay, DOC. How we can get the opposite angle? We will take this ray of the angle and extend it in the opposite side, okay, and this ray also I will extend it to opposite side. So I'm seeing that this angle, the opposite side for this angle is this angle. So that means DOC, angle DOC, the opposite side for it is EOB. EOB. Okay? Now, question number 7. Consider the following figure. Okay, I have protractor here and there is some angles here. So let's see. What is the measure of angle ROS? So the angle O. So let's take the first endpoint, which is R. Okay, O, we're going to O and S. So this is the angle. So what is the measure of this angle? So we'll start from here. So we can say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So this angle measurement is 60 degree. Okay, what type of the angle is? This angle is less than 90 degree. That means this angle is acute angle. Okay, acute angle. Now, what is the measure of angle ROT? ROT. Okay, this angle. Let's measure this angle. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay, 100, 110, 20, 130, 140, 150. So this angle is 150 degree, which is bigger than 90 degree. That means the type of this angle is obtuse. Okay. Now SOT. So I have SOT. So we'll start with this SOT. So this angle will start 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So this angle is 90 degree. So 90 degree, which means this is the right angle. Right angle. Okay, so this one be 90 and it's right. Okay? Okay, question number 8. Okay, here it's saying two complementary angles are such that the measure of the larger one is 10 less than 3 times the measure of the smaller one. Let x stand for the measure of the smaller angle. Write an equation in x and solve it to find the measure of each of the two angles. Okay, let's solve this question. Let's take part. Now here is saying two complementary angles. That means I will assume that I have two angles. So angle 1 plus angle 2. And these two angles are complementary angles. That means if we add these angles together, it would be 90 degree. Okay. So this is the first point. Now here it's saying the measure of the larger one. Okay. So that means we have a large angle and a small angle. So is 10 degree less than 3 times the measure of the smaller one. Let x stand for the measure of the smaller angle. So let's assume that angle 2 is the smaller angle. So here it will be x. Okay? Now, for angle 1, here is saying angle 1, which is larger one, is 10 less than 3 times the measure of the smaller one. The smaller one, we have said it's x. And here it's 3 times, that means 3x. And it's saying 10 less, that means 3x less, that means minus. So that means 3x minus 10. So that means the angle 1 will be 3x minus 10. So an angle 2 is x equal to 90. So let's solve the question. So that means 3x plus x, it will be 4x. And here minus 10, we'll move it to other side. So it will be plus 10. So it will be 100. Divide by 4, divide by 4. So x will be equal to 25. So the equation will be this equation. for this equation, 4x equal to 100. This is the equation. And the measure of x will be 25. So the smaller one, which is angle 2, which x will be equal to 25. So angle 1 will be, we said 3x minus 10. X is 25. Multiply by 3, it will be 75 minus 10. So it will be 65 degree. So angle 1 will be 65 plus angle 2 is 25. If we add them together, we will get 90 degree. Okay? Now let's go to question number 9. Two angles of measures. We have the first angle is 2x plus 27 and x. This is the first angle and this is the second angle. Form a linear pair. Linear pair, that means they have endpoint and others two sides are in the opposite direction. So that means the angle, the total angle of the linear pair at the end point, it will be 180. So that means angle 1 plus angle 2 will be equal to 180. Okay, now angle 1, it's 2x plus 27 plus angle 2 is x will equal to 180. So let's simplify this form. That means 2x plus x will be 3x. This is plus 27. We'll go to the other side, so it will be minus 27. So 3x will equal to 180 minus 27. Okay, so that means 3x will be equal to 153. Divide by 3, divide by 3. So that means that x will be equal to 51. Okay, so x is 51. Okay, now question number 10. Refer to the figure below. Fill in the blank. Measurement of AOP. So the angle is O. So AOP. So angle AOP. So this is the angle. What is the measurement of this angle? So I have this protractor. So I have 10, 20. This one from this one, so 20 degree. Okay, measurement of AOC. AOC. If you can see here, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So this is a right angle. So that means this is a 90 degree. Okay, now measurement of angle BOC. This is BOC. Okay, this is the angle equal to angle AOC. Angle AOC. Let's change the. So here, let's say, okay, that means, so BOC, it means BOC equal to AOC. That means the angle will be equal to AOC, okay, minus AOB. So that means AOC, angle AOC equal to angle BOC plus AOB, right? So when I ask for angle BOC, this angle, okay, that means this angle equal to the bigger angle minus the small angle. So I get this angle, okay? Now, so AOC, it will equal to AOC minus AOB. AOB or POA, same, okay? Now here it's mentioning degree. That means I have to get the measure of this angle, of angle AOC. AOC, we said it's 90 degree, okay? And the angle AOB, it's 1020. So that means 90 minus 20, it would be 70 degree. That means this angle, okay, is 70 degree. Okay. Now for other question is saying they need pair for congruent angle. Okay, congruent angles, that means each angle is equal to each other. For example, let's say this angle AOB. The measure of this angle is 20. Okay, I have here COD. The measure of this angle is 20. So these two angles are congruent. That means angle AOB will be equal to angle COD. That means it will equal to 20 degree. This is one pair of congruent angle. What other angle I have here? Okay, I have AOC. This is 90 degree. Is there any other angle? This one, we said it's 70, right? And this is 20. That means this angle also is 90. So that means the angle AOC would be equal to angle POD, which is equal to 90 degree. Okay? Question number 11. In the figure below, lines L and N intersect at the endpoints, okay, of ray R. Okay. Given that angle 4, the measure of angle 4 is 120 and the measure of angle 3 is 72. Okay. Question A, name a pair of supplementary angles. Supplementary angles, that means I have to get two angles. If I add them together, I will get 180. So supplementary angles, it means it will be equal to 180. So here in this figure, I have to find two angles. If I add them together, I will get 180. So I have, for example, angle 4 and angle 5. This is a linear pair, right? This is a linear pair, so the angle is 180. So angle 4, angle 5 are supplementary angle. Okay? What else? I have angle 4 and angle 1. Okay, this the same line 180, so this is also 180. So I have angle 1 and angle 4. So this is the pair of supplementary angles. Now, here, name a pair of vertical angles. Vertical angles, we before answered in the question number 1. So I have, let's say, angle 4. Okay, I have two rays. So I will extend the other ray over this side and extend this ray over the other opposite side. That means angle 4 and angle 2 and 3 are opposite side. So angle 4 and angle 2 plus angle 3 are opposite sides. Okay. What else I have? I have angle 1 and angle 5. If this is the ray, the two rays of angle 1, I will extend the other ray, one ray of the opposite side, and the other ray in the other opposite side, so I have these two angles together. So I have angle 1 and angle 5. Okay? Now, number C. What is measurement of angle 2? Angle 2. So let's just remove this one. Okay? Now we need to know the measurement of angle 2, this angle. Okay. We said before that angle 4 equal to angle 3 plus 2. Mean angle 4 equal to angle 2 plus angle 3. Vertical angles, opposite angle, vertical angles, right? So now angle 4 is 120. So 120 will be equal to angle 2 plus angle 3 is 72. So that means put this 72 on the other side. That means 120 minus 72 will equal to angle 2. So angle 2 will be equal to 48. So this angle will be 48. If I add them together, I will get 120. Okay, now what is the measure of angle 5? Okay, this angle 5 and this angle 4 and angle 4 and angle 5 are linear pair. So if we add these two angles together, I'll get 180. So angle 4 plus angle 5 equal to 180. These are supplementary angles. In the same time, they are linear pair equal to 180. So angle 4 I have with 120 plus angle 5 equal to 180. So that means angle 5 will equal to 60. Because 180 minus 120, I will get 60. Okay, so angle 5 is 60. 120 and 60. So angle 5 is 60 degree. Okay. Okay, question number 12. In the figure below, four rays with a common start point form four angles. I have angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, and I have angle 3. It's a right angle, so this angle is 90 degree. Okay. Now, given that measurement of angle 1 is 40, and measurement of angle 2 equal to measurement of angle 4 because, okay, equal to x. So measurement of angle 2 equal to measurement of angle 4 equal to x. Find x. So this x and this is x. So okay, now the total measurement of these angles around this point is 360. So that means angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 will equal to 360 because the angle of the point is 360. So angle 1 is 40, okay, plus angle 2 is x, and angle 3 is 90, and angle 4 is x will be equal to 360. So let's simplify this form. I have 2x plus 130. This is 130. 2x will be equal to 360. 130, we'll put it the other side, so it will be minus 130. That means 2x will be equal to 230. Divide by 2, so x will be equal to 115. Okay? Okay, now we'll answer the question regarding to section 2 area of a plane figure. The figure below shows the quadrilateral ABCD. I have ABCD where A and C are right angles. That means this angle is 90 and this angle is 90 because they are right. Calculate the area. Okay, now as you can see, this quadrilateral we can split it into two triangles. Okay, and I have here triangle 1 and triangle 2. So that means the total area is equal to area 1 plus area 2, right? This is the area 1 and area 2. Okay, the area of this triangle, I have the formula for triangle area. Area 1 will be equal to half HP. H is the height and P is the base, okay? So I have here, this is the height and the base. I have this right angle. So it means I have half multiplied by 8.3 multiplied by 10. Okay, so will be equal 41.5 centimeter. This is area number 1 for this triangle. Okay, and now area 2, it will be half 5 multiply 12. 5 is the height and 12 is the base. This is area 2. So it will be equal to, by 2 equal 1, by 12 equal 6. It will be 30 centimeter. So the total area, it will be area 1 plus area 2. So I will get the whole area when I add area 1 plus area 2. So that means 41.5 plus 30 will be equal to 71.5 centimeter. Okay? Okay, question number 5. Now he is saying the diagram below shows a scale drawing of the ground floor of the house. And here it's mentioning this is the drawing scale 1 to 5, 1 centimeter to 5 meter. Okay? And I have this diagram. Now he's saying find the actual area. The actual area in square meters. Here it's centimeter, here it's in meter. Of the formal living and dining room. Where is the formal living and dining room? This is the formal living and dining room. So if you can see, it's a rectangle. Okay? Means length is 4 and width is 2. Before get this area, we need to convert or change this two sides to actual length. So now I have the drawing scale equation is equal to scale in drawing or length in drawing, length in drawing divide by actual length, okay? Now, drawing scale, it's 20 centimeter to 5 meter. So if I want to have to change it to centimeter also, so it will be 1 over 500 equal to, let's take for this area, for length, 4. So the length in drawing is 4 divided by actual length, okay? So let's see, cross multiplication. So that means the actual length will be equal to 2000 centimeter. I have to change it to what? To meter. So that means it will all equal to 20 meter. This is for this side. We'll take for the other side in the same equation, 1 over 500 would be equal to 2 to actual width. This is the actual width. So it will be equal to 1000 centimeter. Change it to meter. So it will be 10 meter. So I get now the actual length and actual width. This is actual length and this is the actual width. Now the area of the rectangle, the area would be equal to length multiply width. The actual length now I got it with 20 and the width is 10. Actual width is 10, so it will be 200 square meter or 200 meter square. Okay. Now, question number 6 regarding to circles. Okay. Now, in the diagram below, the ratio of the radius of the smaller wheel to the radius of the front larger wheel is 1 over 2/3. The circumference of the front wheel is 15 feet. Find the circumference of the back wheel. Okay. Now, let's say that this is the first circle, which is the smaller wheel, and the radius of this circle is r small. And the larger wheel, the radius of the larger wheel is r capital. Okay? Now, here is saying that the circumference of the small wheel equal to 2 pi r, because this is the circumference of any circle is 2 pi r. And the circumference of the larger circle will be equal to 2 pi r capital. Okay, that is for the big big wheel, and this is for the small wheel. Okay? Now, here is saying that the ratio of the smaller wheel to the radius wheel is 1 to 3. So the circumference of the front wheel is 15 feet. So let's say that the smaller wheel, the circumference of the smaller wheel over the circumference of larger wheel is equal to 2 pi r over 2 pi r. I took the two equation of the circumference for the smaller wheel and for the larger wheel and divide them to each together. So that means this 2 will go with this 2 and this pi will go with this pi, so it will be equal to r over r capital. Okay, and I know here it's given to me that the ratio of the smaller wheel, which is r, to a larger wheel is 1 to 3. So that means that r over capital R is 1 to 3, right? So this is C small. This is circumference of the small wheel, and this is the circumference of the larger wheel. Okay, and here is saying the circumference of the front wheel, which is the larger one, is 15 feet. That means this one will be 15. So C over 15 will be equal to 1 over 3. Now here is saying find the circumference of the back wheel, which is the smaller one. That means it needs the circumference of this C, smaller C. So to get this one, I will make cross multiplication. So that means 3C will equal to 15. Divide by 3, divide by 3, so it will be 5 feet. Okay? Now question number 7. Question number 7. Find the area of a circle. Area of the circle is pi r square of radius 14. That means r equal to 14 inch. And here is saying use the approximation 22 over 7 for pi. Okay, that means I will say here the area would be equal pi r square. So pi it will be 22 over 7 multiplied by r square. That means 14 plus 14 multiply 14. So by 7 over 1 by 14 over 2. So that means the answer will be equal to 616 inch square. Okay. Now here number B, find the area of the bigger circle with radius 10 times as big as the one in part A. The radius in part A was 14 and this will be bigger 10 times. Okay, that means the new radius, the R, will be 14 multiplied 10, it will be 140. So let's get the area. So the area will be pi r squared, so it will be 22 divided by 7 multiplied by 140 divided by 140. Okay? So the answer will be 61,600 inch square. Okay? Now question number C. Find the ratio of the area of the bigger circle. That means 61,600. This is the area. The bigger circle. 2 means divide by the area of the smaller circle, which is 616. Okay? How does this ratio compare to the ratio of the region? Okay. So that means we'll make the division by 1 by 616 equal to 1, and here by 616 will be equal to 100. Okay? Now, How does this ratio compare to the ratio of the radius? Okay, now the ratio of the radius is 1 the 40. This is the radius of the bigger circle divide by 14. Okay, that means by 1 by 14 equal 1 by 4 equal 10. Okay, and for the area is 100, right? That means the radius is double. If we double the radius, I will get the area. That means area is double the radius. Okay. Question number 8. A unit circle is a circle with a radius equal to 1 unit. So that means when I get in the question for unit circle, that means the radius is equal to 1. Okay. Compare the numerical value of the circumference to the numerical value of the area of a unit circle. Okay. Now, the area of the circle will be pi r square. And r is 1. The radius is 1. The radius here is 1. That means it will be pi multiply 1 square, so it will be pi. Now the circumference of the area of the circle is 2 pi r, so that means it will be 2 pi multiply 1, so it will be 2 pi, which is mean that the circumference is bigger than the area, right? So this is which will be bigger than the area. Okay, so this is the comparison as the circumference is bigger than the area. So that means here it's mentioned, that means 2 pi r, 2 pi divided by the area, which pi equal to 2. So that means circumference over area will be 2 to 1. Okay, this is the ratio. Now, question number 9. So let's see question number 9. Okay, question number 9 says Olivia is using construction paper. Okay, construction paper to make a geometric shapes from a rectangle piece. Okay, this is the rectangle. Okay, with length 6 decimeter. Okay, and width 4 decimeter. That means that the area of the rectangle is 4 multiply 6 will be equal to 24. This is the area of the rectangle. Okay, this is the rectangle area. Okay, now she removed, that means from this rectangle she removed a semicircle. So she removed this one, or she cut the semicircle from the paper. Okay, okay, with a diameter 4 decimeter. That means this is the diameter. This is the diameter, same like the rectangle here, the width. So d equal 4. That means the radius of this semicircle, radius would be equal to diameter divided by 2 would equal 2. Because the semicircle, this is the center of the circle, this one will be 2 and this one will be 2. Okay? As shown below. Okay. Now find the area of the remaining piece. The remaining piece that after she removed this semicircle, okay, the remaining piece, that means she wants the remaining piece. So this is the remaining piece. So she wants to get the area of this remaining piece. Okay, this is the remaining piece. She wants to know the remaining piece. Now, to get the remaining piece, that means I will get the area of the total rectangle, the total this rectangle, which I already get it. Then I will get the area of this semicircle, and I will, because she removed the semicircle from the rectangle, that means I will say rectangle minus the removed semicircle, I will get this area. Okay? Now, we need to get the semicircle area. Okay, semicircle area, that means semicircle بتساوي equal to pi r squared divided by 2 because it's semicircle. Semicircle, that means it's equal to half circle. Semicircle is a half circle. The circle, area of the circle is pi r2. So that means the semicircle is pi r2 over 2 divided by 2. Okay? That means that pi r2, so the r is 2 centimeter, so it will be 2 multiply 2 divide by 2. So that means the semicircle will be equal to 2 pi. Okay? So the area of the rectangle is 24 and the area of the semicircle is 2 pi. So the remaining area will be 24 minus 2 pi. Right? So pi is equal to 3.14. So that means the area will be so 24 minus, it will be 2 multiply 3.14, which will be equal to 6.28. So now 24 minus 6.28, it will be equal to 17.72 decimeter square. Okay? Now simplify 20 minus 8y minus 12. So I have here, it's very simple. I have this variable minus 8y plus I have 20 minus 12. 20 minus 12. 20 minus 12 is 8. So I have here minus 8y plus 8. Okay? Now here, simplify 8y minus 8 plus y. So 8y plus 8y, it will be 16y. Minus 8, minus 8. I don't have other values. So it will be 16y minus 8. Okay, here simplify 6y plus 2 minus 4 minus 12. So it will be 6y minus 4y, it will be 2y, okay, and plus 2 minus 12, it will be minus 10. So this is the equation. Now, what whole number is equal to x if 3x minus 5 equal to 8 plus 2x plus 1? So I have here 3x minus 5 equal to 8 plus this 2x plus 1, it will be, I multiply 2 multiply x plus 2 multiply 1, so it will be 2x plus 2, right? 2x plus 2 plus 8. So let's simplify this one. So this one will be 2x plus 10 will be equal to 3x minus 5. So this one will move it to the other side with minus, and minus 5 will move it to the other side with plus. So it will be x equal to 15 because 3x minus 2 equal to x, and minus 5 when you go the other side will be 10 5, so 10 plus 5 will be 15, so x will be 15. Okay, now what is the value of x if x is 80% of 150? Okay, now percentage, we will use the equation, which I said it before, A over 100 multiplied by B will equal X, right? X is the percentage value, A is the percentage, and B is the whole number, okay? So let's apply this equation on this question. Now here is saying what is the value of X? If X is 80%, so 80% is the percentage, okay? Of 150, this is the whole number. So what is the X? This is X. So that means 80 divided by over 100 multiplied by 150 will equal 2x. So let's simplify this one. 0 will go, 0 will this 0. So that means 8 multiply 15. So 8 multiply 15, so I say 15 multiply 8. 5 multiply 8 is 40. 8 multiply 1 is 1, and 40 it will be 120. So the answer will be 120. Okay? Now let's see for the question number 30. What is the value of x if 25 of x is 42? So that means that 25% is 42. So we'll apply the equation also. I will say here a divided by 100 multiply b will equal to x. Okay, a is 25%, so 25 over 100 multiply by. Here is saying what is the value of x. If 25 of x here, it will be the whole number. So b will be the whole number, okay? Equal to 42, so x is 42. So let's do simplification. So this is b, so b will be equal 42 multiply 100 over 25. Okay, so b will equal to 168. So that means x will be 168. Okay? So now for the other question, what percent of 320 is 80? So I have 108 is the equation. Multiply by b equal x. It can be x, y, z, whatever. So now here, what is percent? So we need the percent of 320. This is the whole number is 80. So that means a over 100 multiplied by 320 will be equal to 80. Okay, so this one will go this one. So now a will be equal to, so 800 divided by 32 will be equal to 25. Okay, so this is the answer of this question. Okay.